Why, hello, Tube. Today we have 30 Days to Understand the Bhagavad Gita, a complete, simple, and step-by-step guide to million-year-old confidential knowledge by Hari Chetan. Of course, the dog has to be walking around. So, this is a little bio on Hari Chetan's website of himself. It's, it's kind of written like well, I totally appreciate your interest in visiting the page to know more about me. However, I'm afraid I do not have much to say about myself. I am a conscious coach. That's what I was trying to think of the. It's written like a coach trying to sell his wares. Nothing against that, I'm just saying. And the author of the book and subject of Vedic wisdom like Bhagavad Gita in English, 30 Days to Understand the Bhagavad Gita, and the Bhagavad Gita Summarized and Simplified. I have several other books and coaching programs in the pipeline. I am a deeply spiritual person who is on a mission to gather and distribute all the knowledge about the self and God. And I am well on my way in that journey. Along the way, I have studied all major religions, beliefs, and philosophies, and plan to share the best of my learnings through my books and programs. I believe that life is meant to explore oneself, and only question that really matter are: who am I? Who created me? Why am I here? This book was, according to the Amazons, was published on June 28th, 2021 originally. And the synopsis of this book through Hari Chetan's website, this is a long one. Let the most confidential spiritual knowledge coming from the mystical song of the God, Bhagavad Gita, guide you to attain conscious of yourself and the power reigning above you, and help you uncover the purpose for which you are here and finally attain the goal. Understand who you truly are, who God is, your relationship with God, and your true purpose in life through a comprehensive 30-day program. Author Hari Chetan breaks down the timeless wisdom contained in the Bhagavad Gita in easily digestible bits and takes the reader on a journey of spiritual advancement through progressive step-by-step process. He pours his 2 decades of research in fields of religion, spirituality, philosophy into this book. He adopts a straightforward approach and uses an easy-to-understand language that does not confuse the reader in his own words. In his own words, this book is designed to assist you no matter where you are in your spiritual journey. It covers all the information found in the Bhagavad Gita in a way that makes it easier to understand and remember. If you are a beginner, this book will undoubtedly help you in avoiding any confusion that may occur when reading the Bhagavad Gita verse by verse. I've kept the book relatively short, keeping in mind how busy most of us are in today's world. You will learn something new every day, and it will add up to create the desired knowledge base, which will be both complete and powerful. In this book, you will get answers to the most important questions in life, like who are you? Is there a God? If yes, who is God? And how to know and reach him. Sweet baby Krishna, of course. Is there a soul? If yes, what is it? Is it God a person or a power? What does God look like? How many gods are there? What is the It just jumped on me. What is the purpose in life and how to fulfill that purpose? What is your relationship with God? What's to say when you talk to God? The purpose of life, was it Thich Nhat Hanh? Or maybe it was the Dalai Lama. This is the purpose of life, is basically just to be happy. And was it forget if it was Walt Whitman or the dude that wrote Walden, said the meaning of life is to be useful, more or less. Is how many gods are there? What is the purpose of life? How to fulfill the purpose? What is the relationship with God? What to say when you talk to God? Do heaven and hell exist? What is death? Why do you need to fear death? Why do you not need to fear death? Sorry. Yes, you should fear death. Ha ha ha. What happens after death? Is reincarnation real? What is enlightenment and how to attain enlightenment? How does the law of karma work? Why are we all living life the wrong way? And how can we live your life? And how can you live your life the right way? Why do bad things happen to good people? How to see yourself and your life from the right perspective? How to master your emotions and get rid of negative emotions like worry, fear, anger, jealousy, and sadness for good. How to always be happy. What is the most perfect method for meditation? How to always stay enlightened. This book is promising you a lot, right? In the process, you will also discover the true meaning of spirituality, 6 principles of self-realization, the mind shifts needed for enlightenment, the big hurdles in self-realization, the best path to God, the truth of yoga, importance of living consciously, the spiritual laws of the universe, the true knowledge of the self. 30 Days to Understand the Bhagavad Gita is the most seeker-friendly guide to the Bhagavad Gita that will help you grasp the the eternal wisdom it contains using a systematic approach. Read this book to uncover the confidential wisdom of the Bhagavad Gita and become enlightened. This is the only book you need. Oops. This is the only book you need. It's all the answers to your life, to life in general. That that mouthful was. Let me put it this way. I liked the book. It was a good book. It is very easy to understand. Simple ideas, written simply. Not a lot of woo-woo or anything like that involved. However, if you read like the all it's promising, the book is kind of a failure. But he's just trying to sell his program and his books and stuff, and I don't know if he's necessarily like whoever wrote it is just being very energetic and trying to sell his book and his programs. Do I suggest reading the book? Yeah, it's a good book. I've said it before in my I did a video on his Bhagavad Gita where I think he leans ISKCON, which is not necessarily a bad thing. I'm not saying it's good or bad or the other. But there is definitely, it feels like there's a little bit of ISKCON flavor in the way he speaks about things. I've never seen anywhere where he said that he's affiliated with ISKCON. And so I don't know. Maybe he is, maybe it isn't. But I feel like his views line up with ISKCON quite a bit. So I'm just saying that, like I said, I don't think it's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm indifferent to it. I'm just saying that just in case you have a personal opinion on ISKCON and the way they teach or their views or any of that stuff. So I mean, if you're okay with ISKCON, you'll probably get along with this book just fine. If you're not okay with ISKCON, you'll probably find some faults in it. So just buyer beware, I guess. Other than that, I read it. I enjoyed it. It doesn't seem like there's really any rhyme or reason to how it's to the discussions within the book. Like it's not really like a companion to the Bhagavad Gita. Whereas like if you were to split it up, the Bhagavad Gita in 30 equal parts, it's not like it follows that or anything. It jumps around and things like that. So it's not necessarily a companion piece. However, if you read it before jumping, if you've never read the Bhagavad Gita before and you're interested in reading it, but you're kind of intimidated by it, something like this might be worth your while before you read it. So I think that's about it for this one, peeps. I didn't want to make this one too super long, but I felt like I had to kind of read the synopsis that was on the website just because, I don't know, I just feel like I needed to. So there. Let me know down below if you read 30 Days to Understand the Bhagavad Gita. Let me know what you think of Hari Chetan and his works. I've enjoyed both of the ones I've read. I think there's two more that I plan on reading in the new year at some point, and I'm sure I'll talk about it then. But uh, right now, that's it for this one, peeps. 30 Days to Understand the Bhagavad Gita. Um, I I don't believe he's on bookshop.org. I'll put a link to his website down below. Um, but if you like this sort of thing, consider hitting that subscribe button. There's a whole bunch of Bhagavad Gita talks and religious and or philosophical videos on the channel, all by, you know, I, I'm a big dummy. They're not the greatest in the world. I understand that, but I'm trying to learn and trying to grow. So just keep that in mind. So please keep the comments polite. You can disagree all you want. I don't care. I think that's a good thing, but just be polite while doing it. And consider hitting that thumbs up button if you like this video. Hit the thumbs down button if you didn't like the video. Cheers, peeps.